Hey, this is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. Did you miss me? What we're going to do is talk about the unconventional way to manifesting what you want. Okay? The unconventional way to getting what you want. Whatever you want on the planet here. And listen here, it's important for you guys to be here. And let me share why. Because remember, you and your lifestyle is going to determine based off your environment. The people that you spend your time with, the conversations that you hear, listen to, or engage in will manifest the next 5 years of your life, okay? So here, if you decide to join here with me, well, you're in the environment of a multimillionaire, okay? Does that make sense? I said it again, you're in the environment of a multi-millionaire. You get the opportunity to not only hear from him, but I will answer your questions below, right? How many of you have heard the saying, change your environment, change your life? Well, that's what you're doing while you're listening right now to this audio, which is live right now. You're changing your environment. You're spending some time with Wesley Virgin. Many of you may have a breakthrough tonight. Many of you may be able to perceive your world in a more positive way. Many of you may have an idea that clicks, that changes everything in your life financially. Does that make sense? I remember it was a conversation I had when I was 28 years old that changed my life from a millionaire, right? It could be one word. It could be one phrase that I say here that will completely change your life. But if you don't show up, if you don't decide to be here, then you may miss out on opportunities. And ladies and gentlemen, people miss out on opportunities every day of their lives. People miss out on opportunities every single day of their life because they're in the robotic side of the world. And to me, the robotic side of the world is just the people that are unaware of their day-to-day activities. They're just doing what they did yesterday. See, a lot of you, tomorrow morning, you're going to do the same thing you did yesterday. Let me guess. Many of you are going to go to work tomorrow. Many of you are going to go to school tomorrow. Many of you are going to be waking up by an alarm clock. Many of you are going to take a lunch about 12 or 11 or 1 o'clock. Many of you are going to drive in traffic tomorrow. Right? Do I got it right? Many of you are going to have a drink after work. Many of you are going to have a cup of coffee in the morning. Is that you? Right. See, people, the majority of people, which is the 97%, they do the same thing every single day. And there's nothing wrong with having structure, but the problem is you're doing things that you don't want to do. I do things that I want to do. How many of you would like to live a life like that when you can just get up when you want to get up? You can go to lunch when you want to. Like, listen, I have breakfast at 1 o'clock. The average person has breakfast in the morning, right? Because they got to get ready for work. They've been programmed this way. I have breakfast, dinner, lunch when I want to. I go to the gym when I want to, right? I log into my computer or check my email when I want to. I do what I want to do. And that's what I want for you, right? I want you to have control of your life. To do that, you have to be in the environment, which is on this live here. Okay? You got to be in the environment. I know some of you are sleepy right now. I get it. I know some of you are tired and you worked all day, went to school all day, and you're exhausted. But listen, I want you to write this down. You have to be willing to do what's uncomfortable today to live a very comfortable, rich life tomorrow. Write this down, please. You have to be willing to do what's uncomfortable. Like in the beginning of striving for success or making money or making millions, you have to understand that you're going to be very uncomfortable. Right now, you're tired. You want to go to sleep. You want to go to bed. It's uncomfortable just to stay here and listen to a self-made millionaire. But to me, I think it's a blessing. Me, if I was just like you, I'd be grateful that a young man would spend his time when he could be doing anything else and he will share some words with me. He'll give me the opportunity to ask questions below for free. But many of you don't see it as a blessing. Many of you are not grateful for this experience, and that's okay. But those who are, I'm glad you're here tonight, okay? I'm glad you're here tonight. So tonight, I want to talk about the unconventional way to manifesting what you want, okay? And the reason why I say it's unconventional, because it's just different from what you've been taught. How many of you have been taught that you have to work hard for money? How many of you have been taught that you have to get a job, go to school to do great things in your life, right? How many of you have been taught that you got to go get a degree? You got to go get your resume together. You got to go apply for the job. You got to interview well, right? You want a fancy car, you got to work your ass off, right? So, and many of you focus on the how-to of success, which means is you want to know how to make money, which means is you want me to tell you what business you should get in right now. Does that make sense? A lot of you right now, that's what you're thinking. Well, Wesley, what's the best business? Should I go in Forex? Should I do crypto? Should I do NFTs? Should I do stock market, internet marketing? What do you think? And listen, you got it all wrong. Okay? You got it all wrong. See, you actually believe that it's necessary for you to do right now. Okay? Is to find some technique, strategy, blueprint to make you rich. And what I want to share with you is the unconventional way. And regardless if you believe this, many of you won't believe it because you're just still caught up into that paradigm of poverty and averageness. And many of you, some of your beliefs, you've been believing a certain way for so long that it's hard for me to get through that thick head of yours, that what you're thinking, that even though it makes sense to you, it's wrong. And the reason why it's wrong is because you're not getting the results. So you have to always remember when you're listening to people that are successful, that even if you feel that you're right about what you think about what it takes for you to manifest the life that you want, have the business that you want, always remember the only thing that matters is the results. The only thing that matters, are you getting the result that you want? Right? And at that moment, you should take a second to take a step back and say, you know what? Maybe I need to shut my mouth and listen. Maybe I need to sit down. You know, I'm 30. Some of you are 30, 40, 50. You're older than me. And you won't listen to me because I'm younger than you. Some of you don't listen to me because I have fun. I play a lot, right, online, and I have a good time. You won't listen to me because you think I'm too silly. But you got to remember something. At the end of the day, I'm wealthy. At the end of the day, I can do what I want to do. At the end of my day, I control my destiny. Does that make sense? So that gives you the opportunity just to close your mouth for a second. And don't take offense to that. I'm just being honest with you. Because I had to do the same thing as well. It was people that were younger than me, were making more money than me, and I thought I should know better than them. And I kept running my mouth, and I was broke. I kept running my mouth, and I lost my car. I kept running my mouth, my credit was bad. I kept running my mouth, I had so much debt. But now today, when I decided to shut my mouth and listen, I have no debt today, zero. I don't have any debt. Credit is perfect, even though I don't need credit, but it's doing well. I prefer to pay cash for things. I travel around the world whenever I feel like I'm getting ready to go to Greece for a week. It's going to be beautiful. I mean, I can just literally do what I want, and that's what I want for you. So listen, write this down.